can't believe it, but it is that time once again. It's our conversation with Father Eric Schild. It's a little something we call Off the Collar with Father Eric Schild, pastor of St. Joseph in Maumee. We're going to ask Father a series of 3 questions. He's not had access to these questions. He's going to give us his first blush answer as we present these questions to him. Good morning, Father Eric.
Well, good morning, Dave and Ron. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever time this is being aired, Annunciation Radio listeners.
And then just a little heads up. I know the listeners are going, Dave, we understand the segment. Why you explain it again? Well, because before we went on the air, Father Eric said to me, what is this about again? Can you explain what we're doing? So I thought I'd do it on the air. So there you go. There's the explanation. If you're ready, Father Eric.
Sometimes it takes me a little while to catch on, so you gotta remind me too.
Here we go with question number 1. What's the weirdest food combination that you enjoy?
The weirdest food combination that I enjoy. Wow. I guess what's weird about that question is everything that I eat, in my opinion, seems normal.
Yeah, right. What is the weirdest to others?
I mean,
has anyone ever said to you, "Are you eating this with that?" Really?
I don't know that I have any abnormal eating habits, except I like to eat a lot. You know. Now I will say though, when I go to people's homes, right, a lot, and I have been very clear with my with the people that I serve here in Maumee and any parish that I go to, that I like to eat. I can't cook, and so please have me over for a meal, right? And then I also tell them, if they can't cook, then just take me out, right? Okay, don't try to do something that's going to hurt, either one of us, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I will tell you that maybe one of the weirdest combinations I've had has been with my associate pastor, Father Joseph, who is leaving us here soon, and by the time this airs, we'll have left to go to Kaleida. But some of the Indian stuff that I have eaten with him, I don't even know what the combination is, but it's weird, and it almost killed me. Okay, so it was the first time he fixed me his Indian dish with God only knows what was in it, but I was sweating, my nose was running. He had to go get me a glass of milk, and so I guess that was, whatever it was a weird combination.
And you do know that when he was in the kitchen pouring your glass of milk, he was chuckling.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I got that idiot. I got him.
Oh, my. All right. Here's your second question, Father Eric. If you had your own talk show, who would be your first guest?
Oh, my gosh. My first guest on a talk show.
And I can easily picture you hosting your own talk show.
Yeah, absolutely. On Annunciation Radio.
I probably could picture that too. So this is obviously somebody who's still living and all that good stuff, right?
Unless you have some power we don't know about.
Yeah, well, we're waiting for the 4th segment to talk about that one. I would say, and I'm assuming that he would want to be on it, but it would definitely have to be Pope Leo. I'm kind of geeked about Pope Leo. I really am. I've really taken to him. I have found some of his quotes to be absolutely fantastic. I think he's a man that desires unity right now, and I think that's what our world needs. And so I, would definitely make a quick call over to the Vatican, and I would even do it. I'd even do it live from the Vatican because I'm that generous of heart.
I have to say, what a wonderful conversation that would be. Mm-hmm. You having that conversation with Pope Leo. Yeah.
And what makes it better is that he could speak it in English.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Love it. All right, here we go.
Let's hope that they could do that. That's great.
Question number 3, and I'm going to start with some eliminations. Other than Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, who is your favorite person in the Bible and why?
Oh, favorite. This cracks me up. One of my favorite stories in the Bible is it's in 2 Kings, and it involves the prophet Elisha. Okay,
Yeah.
who happened to be bald and was walking around and was being made fun of by some kids. You know this story?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
He was being made fun of by kids, and that's when a number of she-bears came and mauled the kids
Yeah. Right.
for making fun of the prophet Elisha. Being a bald man myself, I take great comfort in the fact that we have some protections from the prophet Elisha for people who make fun of us. Dave, you should feel good about that, too.
Well, and I always wondered why 2 Kings was mandatory reading for all of the altar boys as they were getting their training. So there you go. That's what it is.
I love
They
it.
don't realize, and if for those listeners who are out there going, that can't be, you look up 2 Kings and you read that story, because let me tell you, I'm a big fan of the prophet Elisha for making sure that bald people are valued and cherished in our world.
Yeah, and I'm sure you like some of the other stuff he did too, but that's a good story. So there you go. He did do some other stuff.
I love it, off the collar.
If you wanted a more serious answer, gentlemen, I'm my middle name is Paul. My confirmation name is Paul, so I'm Eric Paul.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm a huge fan of Paul. Both Peter and Paul. They both being kind of disasters themselves. God used them to do some pretty amazing things, and I'm grateful for their intercession and for their guidance in the church, because I think that really is they're needed, and yeah, they're just needed these days. Peter and Paul.
Great answer.
Love it.
Great
Thank
answer.
you, Father Eric.